Learning a high-paying income skill will literally change your life. Not only because you will obviously make more money, but also because it will likely give you more enjoyment from your work, present more opportunities for yourself, and best of all, give you the freedom to do the things you enjoy. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 different skills that you can start learning today alongside the free resources to help you get started. I also have a major warning that could potentially cost you thousands in future income, so make sure you do stick around. But having said that, let's get into the first skill, and that is going to be coding. Now, learning how to code is one of the most powerful skills that anyone can learn, and it's actually been the skill that has made me the most money in my life so far. With most businesses now turning digital in almost everything that they do, the need for software developers is greater than ever, and it has no signs of stopping anytime soon. Right now, the average starting salary for a software developer is just under £40,000, and if you work your way up to a senior developer level, you can actually be earning over £60,000, just like this job advert shows. But it's not just your career that learning to code can actually benefit. For me, it did actually help me get my first real job, but it also helped me create my first ever business, which was creating websites for people. It also helped me create my first ever personal website, which is my blog that I use right now, and it's also helped me become a better overall problem solver due to the way that you have to think about things. Now, if you did want to get started learning how to code, then there are so many free resources on the internet like YouTube tutorials and blog posts, but where I started and where I recommend most people heading to is a website called Code Academy. This is a completely free to sign up to website, and you can start learning basic languages like HTML, which is actually the fundamental language for designing websites. And if you did want to take it more seriously, then their pro plan will offer more advanced lessons. Now, the next skill that you could learn that will bring in a high income is going to be copywriting. This is actually one of the most universal, but one of the most important skills that everyone should be learning to increase their income and their opportunities in the future. Yes, I know everybody can write to some degree or another, but the real skill in copywriting is when you can start to affect people's emotions and feelings with your words. If you can manage to do this, then you're going to be able to influence people better. You're of course going to be able to sell better as well, but ultimately you're going to be able to create more opportunities for yourself in the future. You'll see it in job descriptions, you'll see it in adverts, you'll also see it in article headlines, and even on YouTube titles like this one. In fact, when I first started my YouTube channel, I was absolutely terrible at writing good copy. I would just title my YouTube videos and social media posts with whatever came into my head first, whatever I thought would suit best, and there was no real plan on what I was trying to achieve behind it. Whereas now what you'll tend to see that I do is use a lot more emotional words, which is good copywriting, to entice more people to watch my content, and it could even be why you're watching this video right now. Now, when it comes to writing good copy, once again, there's going to be so many free resources out on the internet just because it's such a universal topic. But one YouTube video I highly recommend is this one from Brian Dean, where he goes through all the basics of effective copywriting. It's the one I watched and the one that I found I learned the most from. Also, if you did have some spare cash, it's not going to be free, but this book right here, which is called How to Write Copy That Sells, is a really good resource that helped me with my learning. It's about £10 on Amazon. What I'll do is I will leave a link to both of those resources in the description below. Next up is going to be email marketing, which is essentially the skill of selling different types of products through, you guessed it, email. I would imagine that if you went into your inbox right now, almost every email that you have in there is using some form of email marketing to either entice you to buy something or visit their website or service. You've probably also seen that option when you go to sign up for something new where you can opt in for marketing emails. And if you do accept this, this will usually kick off a chain of automated emails that will be sent to you tactically to entice you to either spend more money or visit their service more often in the future. This all doesn't just happen by chance or random emails are being sent out. These emails are being created by skillful people that have learned the art of email marketing. One interesting thing is that a lot of people out there will say that they no longer check their emails anymore, or maybe email marketing is a thing of the past. But if we take a look at this chart right here, it actually shows that email marketing is still the highest converting form of marketing out there, which does explain why so many people are still offering their services and why it does still pay so well. Just looking here on Fiverr, However, this one guy has set his price at £136 per email, and he sold this service over 500 times. Now, if you wanted to learn email marketing the right way, because there is a lot of bad information out there, I recommend checking out this class on Skillshare by Alison Van Houten. And whilst I know Skillshare is not a free platform, what I do have down below in the description is a 30-day free trial to Skillshare, and this class is only 1 hour long, so you should have plenty of time to take the information in. Next up on the high-paying skills that you should be learning is going to be video production, and it might be a little bit obvious as to why this one's made my list. But realistically speaking, learning to create engaging videos has literally changed my life in the biggest way. I've used the power of creating videos to build my entire personal brand. It's helped me build multiple streams of passive income, and it's also actually helped me land my latest job as a video marketing specialist, which I start in just over a month from now. And even just learning a part of video production, just like editing, can actually land you entry-level jobs starting at £27,000 and above, and you could also offer your services once again on Fiverr like this guy, starting at almost £300 for a 15-minute video. The tough thing about video production, however, is that sometimes it can be a little bit difficult and sometimes expensive to actually learn. However, what I would suggest to get started learning this is by actually grabbing your phone and getting out there, shooting some videos, learning the different techniques on how to film, and then coming back and trialing out some editing using one of the free to use editing platforms. Now, when it comes to video production, there are going to be so many different areas that you are going to have to learn, and it's going to have to be done over time because it can't be done at once, such as lighting, such as camera settings, and even video editing. But if you can learn the basics, and you can learn the basics well, then this can be a really high paying income stream for you. Next up is going to be learning graphic design. Every single business out there in the world at some point will need some kind of graphic design at one point or another. Whether it's creating a logo, some marketing content, or maybe some flyers or menus for a restaurant, everybody is going to need marketing content at some point, and you're going to really see the difference between somebody that knows how to do it properly and somebody that has just opened up Microsoft Paint on their laptop. Now, when it comes to the average starting salary of a graphic designer in the UK, the number is actually going to be quite low in comparison to the other skills, but it's freelancing where you can really make your money with this skill. Once again, websites like Fiverr and Upwork are going to be great hotspots for getting graphic design work as a freelancer, but one thing you could also do is build up a social media presence and sell your graphic design work privately like this guy. Another great thing about learning how to do graphic design is that the turnaround in your jobs is typically going to be a lot shorter than somebody that is either doing a video production for somebody or video editing for someone, and this is going to be great for somebody that has a full-time job or maybe is learning to do one of the other skills and just wants something to do in their spare time as well. Now, when it comes to learning how to do graphic design, then you're actually going to need to get started with at least one piece of software. The free and the most obvious one to get started with is going to be this website here called Canva, which is something that I actually still use today. It's fully online and you can sign up and get started straight away, and you can just follow along using some basic YouTube tutorials. However, if you did really want to get good at graphic design, then most professionals are using a software like Adobe Illustrator, which you can actually try out for free and try out some of their built-in tutorials, but after that it is going to be a monthly subscription. Now, at the start of the video I said I had a warning for you, and that warning is actually a skill that you have to learn, because if you do not learn it, you will be potentially missing out in thousands of pounds in income, and that is learning the skill of learning how to sell. Sales is by far the most important skill that everybody out there that wants to be successful has to learn, and there's actually no way of getting around it. Whether you're trying to sell a product you've just created, or even if you're just trying to sell yourself to a potential employer, mastering a good sales technique and sales skills is going to be the difference between you earning an average income to you potentially earning over six figures in the future. So do try and take in as much learning content around sales as you possibly can, whether it's YouTube videos, blogs, books, online courses, it doesn't matter. What you should be trying to do is learning how to sell alongside learning how to do all of the other high income skills in this video. In fact, whilst we're here, let me try and sell something to you right now. I actually have a video right here that shows you exactly how I made over £120,000 starting 5 or 6 different side hustles in my bedroom right here. And the best thing ever, it cost me nothing to start them, and I'm sharing all of that information with you right now in this video. I'll see you in there.